1980년 12월 21일 미국 로드아일랜드에 위치한 대저택에 살고 있는 재벌급 상속녀 써니가 의식을 잃은 채 병원으로 옮겨졌고 결국 식물인간 상태로 남게 됩니다.
This was my body. On December 27th, 1979, I lay in bed all day, whether I was asleep or in a coma, later became a subject of dispute. When my breathing became obstructed, my husband, Claus von Bülow, finally did as my maid had been urging all day. By this time, I was certainly in a deep coma, from which I awoke several hours later. By the next morning, I was myself again.
There's no reason for all this fuss.
This first coma aroused suspicion and fear in the minds of my personal maid Maria, my son Alex, and my elder daughter Alla.
이들은 새아빠를 의심의 눈초리로 바라봤고 1년 후 그들의 우려는 현실로 다가왔습니다.
Has Mommy had breakfast yet?
Oh, we haven't seen it.
My husband did not want our daughter Cosima to see what he had found, so he motioned to his stepson, Alex. Second coma. My pulse was 38. My temperature, 81.6 degrees.
Nicholas, would you ask Robert to open the main gates? We're expecting an ambulance. Mrs. Von Fullerton.
Ma'am, send an ambulance immediately to come. It's on Bellevue outside.
We better do an EEG.
I never woke from this coma. I am what doctors call persistent vegetative, a vegetable.
첫째와 둘째는 마리아를 대동한 채 검사 출신 변호사 브릴 호퍼를 찾아갔죠. 그들은 사립탐정까지 고용해서 저택을 수색했고 클라우스의 옷장에서 훗날 검은 가방으로 불리게 되는 약물과 주사기가 담긴 증거를 확보했습니다.
The hospital lab reported that my blood insulin on admission was 14 times normal, a level almost surely caused by injection. Insulin injection could readily cause coma or death. This encrusted needle tested positive for insulin. At that moment, my husband was vacationing with his mistress, the very beautiful soap opera actress, Alexandra Isles.
Oh, God!
Claus, whose own net worth was only $1 million, stood to inherit $14 million from me. My husband was accused of twice trying to murder me with injections of insulin. On March 16th, 1982, he was found guilty on both counts.
이렇게 궁지에 몰린 남편 클라우스는 하버드 로스쿨 교수 앨런 더쇼위츠에게 접촉하게 되는데
Oh, shit. Bottom line. Oh, shit!
그는 항소 전문 변론으로 이름난 변호사였죠.
Hi. They're gonna fry. Johnson Brothers.
But two black kids broke their father out of prison. The father shot two people and the sons are convicted of murder.
A lawyer prays for an innocent client. Finally, I get two. Both of them are going to get zapped.
No more appeals?
Supreme Court, but this was the best shot.
Claus von Bülow.
그리고 클라우스가 그를 선택한 이유는 그가 사법제도의 결함을 바로잡는데
Hello?
열정적인 인물이었기 때문이었죠.
Professor Dershowitz. Hello. How good of you to come. Why don't we go to Delmonico's and have a proper lunch?
Whatever.
When I married Sonny, she was the most beautiful divorcee in the world, and one of the wealthiest. Even so, we never got this table.
Professor Dershowitz? Dr. von Bülow?
2 injections of insulin already. I'm a doctor. I suppose we better discuss your fee.
$300 an hour.
You know, I used to be a lawyer in London. That sounds a bit steep.
It's average for a case like this. Besides, I do a lot of pro bono work. You would pay for that. Plus, I have to pay students, associates.
Are you saying that if I agree to pay $300, you will handle my appeal?
No, not so far. Doesn't look like my kind of case. I'm not a hired gun. I gotta feel there's some moral or constitutional issue at stake.
But I am absolutely innocent. And my civil liberties have been egregiously violated.
세상은 그를 이미 유죄라고 확정지었고 별명이 마지막 희망이었던 앨런만이 그의 유일한 선택지였습니다.
Well, won't you at least read the record?
You do have one thing in your favor. Everybody hates you.
So what do you think?
Oh, he did it. He did it.
Of course he did it. Can we win?
100 to 1 against. The maid. The maid smeared him on both comas.
After you realized that Mrs. von Bülow had not gotten up, what did you do?
And Mr. von Bülow said that Madame had a very sore throat. And I didn't have to do any work. And she was in bed all day.
What are you doing?
She's ice cold. Mrs. von Bülow.
Leave her alone. She's sleeping.
Mid-afternoon, Mr. von Bülow spoke to Dr. Poltes.
Last night.
But he lied to Doctor.
Yes, she's sleeping now, but she was up earlier this morning to the bathroom.
Later, her heart stops, and Dr. Poltes, he comes and saves her. I find a puddle of urine.
Well, it's suspicious, but hardly criminal. How about the second coma?
Well, Maria wasn't in Newport for that one.
But shortly before the second coma,
I'm cleaning up their room when I find Mr. von Bülow's white canvas bag packed for Newport. Inside, there's a little black bag. A bottle of insulin, a syringe, and needles. Alexander, come here! For what insulin? My lady's not diabetic.
3 weeks later, Sonny's lying unconscious in a freezing bathroom with her nightgown hiked over her waist. If I was on that jury, I would have voted to convict.
Then you're taking the case?
Reminds me of my Hitler dream. You know, Hitler calls up, he's alive, needs a lawyer. Then I have to decide. Do I take the case, or do I kill him?
You? No question.
I would take the case.
Then kill him.
I'm a maniac. I need someone with your judgment, someone to watch what I'm doing, occasionally remind me about the law. You're a former prosecutor, conservative. We agree on nothing. But you're smarter than the Rhode Island DA. If I can beat your arguments, I can destroy his.
사건을 맡기로 한 앨런은 최고의 법조인들과 학생들까지 총동원하게 되죠.
out of all my ex-students, no one can assimilate information as quickly as you two.
You're out of your mind.
I only have 45 days to file. I can't do it without you. Look, Sarah, I know you don't want to come back.
Is this strictly professional?
That's wonderful. Now, I want the best people in the world on our side. Let the chips fall where they may.
That's what an innocent man would say. Okay, I gather, though the older children denied Sonny had a problem with pills and alcohol.
Spectacular understatement.
So there must be somebody who saw it, right? Some witness, somebody somewhere, a friend.
You want affidavits?
Yes, I do.
I'll get them.
You'll get them.
Sonny and I used to give ourselves B12 injections in the late 60s. It was quite the fad in London.
Can I explain something to you? The less I know from you, the more options I have. When you tell me the truth, you limit me to a defense that lines up with what you have to say.
I mean, why did I stay all day at Sonny's side without calling a doctor? Because Sonny detested doctors. Once she broke her hip and didn't go to hospital for 2 full days.
Klaus, did you hear what I just said?
Of course. Did you hear the judge sentence me?
Sorry, 30 years is a pretty stiff sentence.
Twice trying to murder one's wife, anything less would be monstrous. But for a man like myself, who did nothing.
I assume that you've all had an opportunity to look at the transcripts, first impressions. Yeah, me.
I think this whole thing stinks. And if we free him, we become partners in his crime, accessories after the fact. I'm really shocked, with your record defending the poor and oppressed, that you've taken this case.
Oh, you're sure he's guilty? 100% sure.
He had a lawyer. He had a trial. He was convicted.
Are you sure he had a fair trial?
Come on.
It's the basis of the whole legal system. Everyone gets a defense. So the system is there for the one innocent person who is falsely accused. You decide to get a divorce. You're going to divorce your husband. A week later, you're accused of molesting your son. Oh, no, don't give me that look. Stuff like this happens all the time. Suddenly, you're alone. You're hated. Everyone assumes that you are guilty. Even the mailman is beginning to look at you a little funny. You only got one person who believes in you. There's only one person you can trust. Your lawyer.
Yeah, but why you? Why us?
I take cases because I get pissed off. And I am pissed off here. The family hired a private prosecutor. Unacceptable. They conducted a private search. Now, we let them get away with that. Rich people won't go to the cops anymore. You know what they're going to do? They're going to get their own lawyers to collect evidence. And then they are going to choose which evidence they feel like passing on to the DA. And the next victim isn't going to be rich like Von Bülow, but it's going to be some poor schnook in Detroit who can't afford or who can't find a decent lawyer. I think it's a little more complicated than your simple moral superiority.
I agree Von Bülow is guilty, but that's the fun. I mean, that's the challenge.
See, now there is a lawyer. Okay, how are we going to win this case?
All right, one issue leaps up. This lawyer, Brillhofer, interviewed Alex, Maria, everybody. He was the first person to hear the stories. He took notes, and he used those notes at trial against a defense witness. But the defense never saw the notes. The judge wouldn't let us have them.
먼저 핵심 자료를 공개하지 않았다는 점부터 문제 삼기로 합니다.
Nancy and Dobbs.
Yes.
They're going to attack the medical testimony.
I think the rest of us should begin dissecting the transcript. Errors, inconsistencies, anything unusual.
그리고 얼마 남지 않은 시간을 아끼기 위해 앨런의 집은 곧 작전본부가 됩니다.
Okay, who's got what?
Yeah, Maria's testimony. She says Sonny did take Valium prescribed for Claus.
They score 1 for Von Bülow.
써니는 여러 루트를 통해서 각종 약들을 복용하고 있었죠.
Okay, how about Maria's insulin? For what insulin? Anything more on that?
Not yet.
Something about that bothers me. I will bet my fee that no one remembered seeing insulin until after the lab report came back.
So you suggesting
Memory enhancement,
It might be more than that.
possibly. Frame up. Pure deduction.
A good lawyer is part psychiatrist, detective, logician.
Well, 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 the famous Professor.
Alan, I'd like to introduce my new girlfriend.
I made him hire you. Get the Jew, I said.
I have affidavits too. Newport people. They described Sonny taking pills, getting drunk and falling down. 2 drinks and she became nasty.
Then self-injection may be a plausible theory.
There's no insulin in this case.
Yeah, but people do use insulin. They use it for dieting. It's not a prescription drug. Sonny was concerned about her weight.
Maybe, but believe me, Alan, there's no insulin here.
With this case, I'm looking for evidence to exonerate you. But at the same time, I'm also wondering what really happened, who you are. Your mother's death?
I believe she had a heart problem.
Really? The rumor in England is you killed her. Your mother's death wasn't recorded for 5 full days. Where were you during that time?
In the flat.
Where the body was?
My mother is my own business.
Did Claus drive me crazy? Even I don't know. But it's true that I took up to 24 laxatives daily, popped aspirin like M&Ms, smoked 3 packs of cigarettes a day, had a problem with alcohol.
며칠 뒤 클라우스가 앨런의 집을 방문합니다.
Come in.
Alan.
Welcome to my humble law firm. In the kitchen, our insulin on the needle team. This is our Brillhofer notes team.
This sort of communism, you do it on every case?
Never before. 38 days to write 100 pages. Only way to get it done. Here's the black bag team, illegal search team. And this is my team.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And a very lovely Sarah you are.
Does that really work?
Flattery? Absolutely.
Like Chinese food?
What do you give a wife who has everything? An injection of insulin. How can one define a fear of insulin? Claustrophobia.
3 weeks before her final coma, Sonny overdosed on aspirin. Can you tell us anything about that?
No one maintained I had anything to do with that, Alan.
Oh, of course not. I'm asking you what happened.
Well, Sonny had been unwell. Are you all right?
Just a bit dizzy.
Well, if you're dizzy, don't go wandering. Sonny? Oh, my God. Come on, my darling.
Something happened to my head.
You're all right. Come on, let's get you lying down. Should I call a doctor?
No. No, I don't want a doctor. I don't want a doctor. I just want to be left alone. I want to be left alone with all those beautiful letters. What did you do with those letters? Why did you write those letters?
Why did she take so much aspirin?
Well, Sonny always took aspirin.
Why?
Yeah. Why?
Why? Yeah, Alan, do they all want to be prosecutors? Well, I presume she was unhappy.
I've read every case in the last 7 years where the Rhode Island Supreme Court reversed. When they do reverse, the grounds are technical, but the reason seems to be they suspect a convicted defendant may be innocent.
Claus, now I do want to hear your side of the story.
With pleasure. Innocence has always been my position.
First coma. What preceded it?
Well, Sonny loved Christmas. Each year, she always made a big bowl of fresh eggnog. Now, that year, she drank a lot of it.
She didn't always drink like that?
Never. We'd been discussing divorce all afternoon.
This whole subject of your work coming between us, isn't it just a pretext when the real subject is her?
Certainly not.
Then she knew about Alexandra.
I told her the previous summer. Billy Botsky's daughter, Alexandra Isles.
That must be better for you than what you've had to put up with.
You're referring to the call girls.
Now it's Christmas time, and you were still squabbling over Alexandra?
No, we were fighting about my work. Sonny was... She drank so much eggnog that I had to help her into the bedroom.
Please don't hold my eye.
You fell and broke your hip.
That was years ago. Get me a scotch and soda.
Runs the water every time she goes in there.
If she was already soused, why do you go for the scotch?
Because she asked for it. Sonny got what Sonny wanted.
It's okay.
Hasn't my mother given us enough money? Claus?
Oh, come on, Sonny. Your father worked. Do you want the children to grow up thinking a male's place is in a deck chair?
Claus, you marry me for my money, then you demand to work. You're the prince of perversion.
I simply want some intercourse with the world.
Shut up, Pam. Okay. I'll divorce you. I will. Two-time loser.
I don't want a divorce. I don't want to marry Billy Botsky's daughter. I want to stay with you and I want to work. I need that as a man.
Okay, and the next day?
Well, Maria's testimony was wildly exaggerated. And Maria shook Sonny. Nobody ever shook Sonny. After the first coma, well, it was kind of absurd. Everybody was angry at me.
Why did you do it?
What do you want me to say? That I'm sorry I saved your life?
Yes.
When I phoned Alexandra to tell her what had happened, she said the same thing. She said, why did you do it? Why did you call the doctor?
You telling me she wanted you to let Sonny die?
Everybody says Sonny is such an unhappy woman and has nothing to live for. The second, of course, was much more theatrical.
Theatrical? What is this, a fucking game? This is life and death. Your wife is laying in a coma. You don't even make a pretense at caring, do you?
Of course I care, Alan. It's just I don't wear my heart on my sleeve.
그리고 인슐린 주사설을 흔들 만한 새로운 해석이 등장합니다.
Their private investigator said the needle had a small incrustation near the tip. Now, doctors tell us this is totally inconsistent with injection.
Okay, so how to get there?
If I inject this needle, the skin acts as a kind of a swab. It cleans the needle off, leaving the tip completely free of liquid.
But if I just dip the needle into the liquid, what do you see? Dry this out, you have an encrustation.
My stepchildren thought I was guilty, didn't feel they had enough evidence, and so concocted some. This should win us the case, no?
There's still a lot of weird stuff. The black bag, was it yours?
Sonny appropriated it. Now, to understand that, you must understand that after the first coma, she went into a complete rage.
Where are they? Did you take them?
Certainly not. Take what?
My pills, you moron.
My dear, I've long since stopped interfering.
Well, who? My children wouldn't dare. Oh.
Maria!
She soon found them.
Maria loves me too much.
써니는 약을 갈아서 용액으로 만들었죠.
And what are you going to do with all that?
I'm not going to tell you. I assure you it's not going to be among my affairs.
Odd she used that word, affairs. Her behavior here of hiding them in liquid so that no one will find them. It's your classic alcoholic buying pints of whiskey and stashing them all over the hub.
Because the best way to win is to proclaim your innocence, and I have never done that for anybody. And the problem I got is I see who you are. You'd do anything to win.
So would you. You're saying I'd manufacture witnesses, affidavits?
No, but you would sacrifice me.
Oh, please.
See, the more I believe that you are innocent, the more nervous I am. You're proven guilty, I look like an asshole. My reputation, my credibility, my career, destroyed.
That's the risk you're taking, isn't it?
Yeah, well, fuck you. I'm glad we understand one another.
To Klaus von Bülow? But it's speculation, exaggeration.
You keep working on it.
Totally inflammatory.
이전 재판 과정들의 허점들을 찾기는 했지만 판결을 뒤집을 만한 결정타가 없었습니다.
What is this, illegal search? It's a classic technicality. It's a guilty man's argument.
No, this search destroyed evidence. No fingerprints, no inventory. Yeah, what's left hurts, Klaus, but under Brady.
We're gonna lose. What do you got?
Prosecution's case is based on a theory. The needle in the bag plus insulin on the needle plus insulin in her blood.
Right. Yeah, okay, fine.
In Derrick, this Rhode Island Supreme Court, these same judges, in a case based on circumstantial theory, the case falls apart if any part of the theory is weak.
If there's a weak link in the chain, then you throw the whole chain out?
Exactly.
Peter, that's good. That's very good.
But if Klaus had injected her, he would have thrown away the needle, right?
Sure, if he threw away the insulin. Why keep the needle?
Hey, Klaus is strange, but he ain't stupid.
It's obvious. The kids framed him.
Whoa, you changed your tune.
A frame-up doesn't mean he's innocent. The kids could have framed the guilty man.
Okay, no students, no witnesses. Second coma, let's hear it.
Sonny was unwell. We'd been arguing all afternoon. I'd at last been offered a new position in the oil business, which would have meant my spending some time in Europe. Well, the discussion must have escalated because I went to talk to the children.
But she always gets over it.
That evening, everything seemed normal enough. Despite her doctor's warnings about sweets, the only thing Sonny consumed was a sundae. After supper, I went to finish off some work in my study.
First, I need to go to my room.
After about an hour, I dropped in on them. Darling, would you care for anything?
There's some chicken bouillon left.
Ah, look. There you are, darling.
How's your work? Come here.
I'm totally flummoxed. I can't get the figures to make any sense.
Why don't you call your friend Deborah?
We've got 5.
Klaus.
Hold on.
Come quick, Mummy's not well.
Deborah, can I call you back in the morning? Thanks.
Her voice got very weak and she almost fell down. I had to help her.
Somebody open a window. I find the chill reassuring. Now I must speak with Claus.
Night, Mom.
Night.
Good night, darling.
Are you going to work every spare moment right through Christmas? Is your work really so fascinating? Or are you trying to drive me away? Because if you are, it's succeeding beautifully because I don't want this. I didn't marry you for this. I could have had anybody. With my money, anybody. I already have a butler. I don't want this. I don't want this.
The same conversation as the previous year, only this time with greater venom.
It's not because of my money. It's basically because you're a coward.
Because your pitiful masculinity is so fragile, you can't stand the idea of confrontation, so you go off with Miss Botsky.
Good night.
As was usual, I was awakened before dawn. I let the dogs out, as was customary. I went back through the bedroom to my study as quietly as possible. I did not notice if my wife was in bed. I did not notice if the light was on under the bathroom door. Had it been on, I wouldn't have given it a thought. I did my exercises, showered, and then I called Deborah Knowles. Well, I mean, it's stable and it's profitable. Can anyone really believe, if I was trying to murder my wife, that I would spend an hour going over a tedious set of figures? After the call, I passed through the bedroom again. I remember it was freezing. By this time, Sonny was certainly not in bed, and I heard water running in the bathroom. I had breakfast, walked the dogs, and on my return, asked the children where Mummy was. Has Mummy had breakfast yet?
Well, we haven't seen her.
Sonny? Her bathroom was her private sanctuary. No one entered it. One can only speculate what goes on behind a closed door. Sonny, over there? I hesitated even to knock. Darling? Oh, God.
Why not call an ambulance first?
Panic, Alan, panic. I needed to talk to somebody. That she was breathing normally. It wasn't like the year before.
But not the whole truth.
I don't know the whole truth. I don't know what happened to her.
You're a very strange man.
You have no idea.
이제 항소의 방향을 결정해야 할 시간이 다가왔죠.
We are going to base our appeal directly and explicitly on Claus's innocence.
That's not proper. An appeal has to be based on judicial error.
It is. The judge should have thrown out the case.
How can you say there wasn't sufficient evidence when a jury convicted him?
That's a good point, but
that's what we are saying.
Here, state Supreme Court shouldn't even look at an appeal based on new evidence.
그렇게 의견이 분분한 가운데 마지막 퍼즐을 완성해 줄 좋은 소식이 도착합니다.
Alan, what? We've got something.
We've hit the jackpot. Our needles that had amobarbital and Valium
But no insulin.
both came back with false positive readings for insulin. We've knocked out every piece of their medical case.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
We got it. All right, Alan.
All right. Come on.
Yeah.
I got it. Remember Maria? She could have said it like this.
Insulin? For what insulin? My lady is not diabetic.
She is assuming that the bag is Sonny's. Her first reaction, instantaneous, not part of a legal strategy devised later, is that the stuff in the black bag belonged to Sonny, not Claus. Who's going to know better than she? Start writing.
But at the Chinese restaurant, you did duck the big question.
Chuck is our Alexandra Isles expert.
Sonny's aspirin overdose. Why did she take so many?
Let's hear it, Claus.
Alexandra was spiteful. On the day of Sonny's aspirin overdose, she returned some presents I'd given her, some photographs, love letters. Sonny was home.
What have you left alone with all those beautiful letters? What did you do with those letters? Why did you write those letters?
There's a big difference between knowing about an affair and having love letters crammed down your throat.
Why didn't you tell us? I'm not afraid of the truth.
Looks to me like Alexandra tried to force Sonny into suicide. Or they plotted it together. Either way, he's protecting Alexandra. Because he's still in love with her.
Of course, I still love her and hate her. Alexandra, Sonny, Andrea, I love them all.
Hear ye, all persons having business before the Supreme Court, holding in province within and for the state of Rhode Island, may now draw near.
If the appellant is ready, you may proceed.
You may think he is guilty of something, but I am here to tell you he is innocent. Our new evidence will clearly
Professor,
indicate that...
You know there isn't a single case which allows you to introduce new evidence on appeal.
Well, there is one, Your Honor, and you wrote it. Derek. In Derek, you yourself said that a case based on circumstantial theory rather than fact only stands up if no other theory makes sense. The only way to show a better theory is to present it.
Get on with it, Counselor.
The first issue is the encrusted needle.
This will never work. Too smart for his own good.
Alan says it will work, if the prosecutor takes the bait.
Introduction of new evidence on appeal violates every principle of jurisprudence.
He's nailing us right off the bat.
I am not going to stand before you and argue Mr. von Bülow's guilt. I have no choice but to address Mr. Dershowitz's arguments one by one.
Bingo.
First, the matter of the encrusted needle.
The love died. Sonny couldn't accept it. So Claus tried to kill her?
Maybe.
I don't agree.
Face it, all we had to do was prove that the state made a lousy case. We didn't prove that Claus was innocent. We couldn't. We didn't have to, and he probably isn't.
He isn't? You mean you think?
I mean, so he didn't inject Sonny with insulin. So what? Break it down. First coma, no problem. Even the attending doctor thought it was caused by hypoglycemia, loss of air to the brain, and so on. All right, but what about the second coma? I mean, why does Claus act so guilty?
Hey, come on, wouldn't any man feel guilty if his wife was suicidal?
Yeah, so maybe she took the sleeping pills with the intention of killing herself. But how did she end up lying on a marble floor in a freezing bathroom with her head under the toilet bowl?
How about this? Sonny wakes up miserable. Second marriage is over. Children are leaving home.
But when she was found, her nightgown was hiked over her waist.
Exactly.
Okay, let's say she's standing at the sink. She has to pee. At exactly the same instant, the drugs hit. Her body convulses. She grabs the nightgown.
It does seem far-fetched.
Well, so is the truth sometimes.
Oh, bull. I think she took the barbiturates the previous night. And let's say he saw her take them. This time, he wants her to succeed.
Sonny?
The action of dragging her would naturally pull up the nightgown. In this cold, how long could she survive?
Because the law is a blunt instrument. It is not a rapier. It is a cudgel.
Good news.
Great news.
And more good news.
The decision came down?
We just announced it.
5-zip.
We murdered him.
앨런과 그의 사단은 잘못된 재판을 뒤집는 데 성공했고 이 소식을 클라우스에게 전해주죠.
No one mentioned seeing insulin when they first talked to Brillhofer. Plus, Maria told them that at Thanksgiving, when she supposedly saw insulin for the first time, she couldn't even read any of the labels. They were all scraped off.
What does this mean?
It means that if there is a second trial, we can be reasonably confident. Both the medical case and their witnesses are now highly suspect.
Yes, Alan, thank you. I am eternally grateful.
Hey, this means we'll be getting back your bail. $1 million.
And maybe when you're in New York, we can meet for lunch. I'd enjoy that.
One thing, Claus. Legally, this was an important victory. Morally, you're on your own.
이렇게 써니가 식물인간이 된 이유는 영원히 미스터리로 남게 되었습니다.
Claus von Bülow was given a second trial and acquitted on both counts. This is all you can know.
Two packs of Vantage, please.
Anything else?
Yes, a vial of insulin. Just kidding.
실화를 바탕으로 만든 1990년작 행운의 반전은 미스터리 스릴러의 형식을 취하면서도 법과 도덕의 간극을 파고드는 작품이었습니다. 영화는 클라우스라는 인물을 모호한 채로 남겨두며 우리가 진실이라고 믿는 것이 과연 무엇인지 되묻게 만듭니다. 클라우스 역을 맡은 제레미 아이언스는 차갑지만 우아하고 속을 알 수 없는 인물을 연기하며 이듬해 아카데미 남우주연상을 수상하기도 했죠. 써니는 28년간 식물인간 상태로 지내다가 2008년 76세의 나이로 사망했고 클라우스는 2019년 92세의 나이로 사망했습니다. 영화 행운의 반전이었습니다.